Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Online and Undergraduate College of Arts and Science presentation. My name is Julie Anderson. I'm the enrollment specialist here. And joining me today is Shannon Gordon-Scott, who is the Assistant Director of Advising, Support, and Retention. This session will be recorded, and the application fee waiver code will be provided at the end of the presentation after the recording is closed. You can use the chat feature to ask questions, and at the very end, we will go ahead and answer any questions you may have. The session agenda for today is the introduction to online learning, an overview of the program, admissions requirements, helpful resources, and questions and discussions.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shannon Scott. Thank you for coming today. I want to tell you that we're proud of these designations that you see here, being ranked in the top 25% U.S. bachelor's programs and being coded as a military-friendly school. Again, we're proud of these, and I think for you, thinking about UMass Dartmouth, what you want to know or think about when you see these, that we're good at what we do. And I think this shows that we're invested in our students and their success here. And so when you come to join us, know that we're going to be invested in your success and that we're recognized by others for that care and concern. And I was looking at this slide, and Julie and I were talking. So these are a list of our programs online from the College of Arts and Sciences. And if you can, go ahead in the chat, just tell me what programs you're thinking about majoring in. And as you do that, I'm gonna go through here and tell you that I'm an arts and sciences grad. I studied philosophy and psychology in undergrad. And so I see women's and gender studies there. Good. One of the things that you get from some of the programs in arts and sciences are transferable skills. So skills that you can take in any number of directions, because maybe you're not history, good. Maybe you're not exactly sure where you want to work and what you want to do. That's why arts and sciences is so valuable, because it's more of a broader education than what we call some of those pipeline majors like nursing, right? You get out of nursing, you go into a nursing job. However, you graduate with political science, you might be going into law school. You might be going into public administration. Again, these transferable skills that we talk about. But regardless of the major that you choose here, you're going to do a lot of critical writing, critical reading, critical thinking, and the application of that knowledge. It's not just the theory, it's also the praxis they call it, applying it. But when I talk with students, my advisees, I often talk about your educational goals. So what do you want to learn, right? Because maybe you want to learn political science, but maybe you want to learn English lit and criticism. Also, how you're going to apply that. Again, this kind of nice merger between your educational and career goals. And so we have a good number of programs from arts and sciences that you can look at and think about that, again, are going to provide you with the ability to meet your educational and career goals.
The next question I get asked about is why online learning with UMass Dartmouth? As Shannon just described, you have a variety of programs and courses to choose from. Usually the cost of attending an online class is much more inexpensive than on campus. And the same faculty who teach face-to-face programs on campus also teach our online classes as well. You have the convenience and flexibility of doing your classes online in the comfort of your own home. And we also have a diverse student population from the United States and internationally who bring wealth and experience and culture to class discussions. And you can continue and advance in your profession. What is asynchronous learning? Students can access their course materials online at any time from anywhere. You learn on your own schedule, and it's a great opportunity for students who work full-time or who have families who cannot attend classes face to face. And what we do is you have the professor who you can email at any time and they get back to you. I would strongly suggest that you log in on a daily basis to check your syllabus to see what assignments are due at that time.
Before I go to this, I do want to just reiterate the incredible convenience of online asynchronous learning. We were growing before COVID, and then COVID hit, and there's just been a sea change. Our numbers have gone up because people are realizing that, again, it's so different from when I went to school or when Julie went to school, because you can get a degree in English from your dining room table. And you can do that before you go to work, after the kids go to bed, all that stuff. The convenience is just unparalleled. This ability to work, not accrue as that debt that you would if you were 18 to 22, just going to school full time. This convenience is really unparalleled. And so, segueing into this, we have different semesters that you can attend. We have our traditional fall and spring, right? So fall, the courses start in September, they end in December. But not only that, during the fall, we'll have some courses that go the full 14 weeks. We also condense some. They run the first 7 weeks or the second 7 weeks, same in the spring. And then we have our traditional summer semester. But not only that, we have what we call our intersessions in the winter and spring. So after that spring ends, this coming spring, we'll have a nice session before the summer. It's incredibly condensed. So you take 14 weeks and you squeeze that down into 3. There's more to do every day. There's more to do every week, but you earn 3 credits in about 3 weeks. Again, talk about convenience and speed. And this is important for our population because our population is traditionally not that 18-year-old through 22 years old that is lifeguarding or working at the mall over the summer. A lot of them are established in their career and they don't want this degree completion to feel like a marathon. So that's why we go in the fall and spring and the summer, and we have these winter intercessions so that you can get to your goal much more quickly. And you'll always work with an advisor to talk about this because there's a balance between your work and your outside academic responsibilities and how much you can do in a semester and still be successful because it is work. So we're always going to talk about that. The main thing I want you to know is when you want to attend, we've got courses for you. A lot of our students go year round. For some of you, you might want to break. Others want to plow through. I'm not stopping until I'm done. The point is, we got courses for you when you want them. And you're always going to talk with an advisor about the course management and that balance between this, your academic and your outside life responsibilities. Also, a lot of our population are typically transferring in credits. What they're called is degree completers. And the main thing that I want you to take away from here is that as long as you attended a regionally accredited institution and you took a college level course, so nothing that was remedial, and you earned a C- or better, we're going to transfer that in. That's going to earn you credit at UMass Dartmouth. We also transfer in military credits. And then what we do with all of those credits is map that onto your degree plan. So if you're thinking about crime and justice studies, we're going to put in where your transfer credits work. Or if you're thinking about English lit and criticism, we're going to map all that out for you. At the end of the day, you know, before you register for any courses at UMass Dartmouth, exactly what you have remaining. We're going to transfer in all those courses, find out exactly where they work so you know exactly what you need before you register for courses. I do that a lot in what I call my onboarding sessions. And so we'll do that via via Zoom appointment. I can share my screen and I go down through that advising plan with you. I say, here are the university studies that you've met. Here are the college requirements. Here's what you've got remaining in your major. So we're always going to map that out with you and talk about exactly what you have remaining. And student support services, I have found in my lengthy career in online and continuing ed that our students are pretty self-sufficient. And I think a lot of this has to do with it, that they've just been through more life and they've been through more, so typically more self-sufficient. But same services for our day students, there for you. I feel it's my job to know when to refer you. So when to refer you to tutoring, when to refer you to the registrar. For all of those services that we have for you, it's my job to kind of know when to refer you and put you in connection with someone else that can help you. But a lot of it, again, you're pretty self-sufficient. And a lot of it is just that mapping out, what do I have to take? What do I need to complete my degree? And so that's why that map is so important during the onboarding. And then actually what I'm doing right now, it's our registration period. So I'm meeting with all of my advisees. We're looking at your map. We're looking at the courses that are available in spring, and then I'm registering you. And we're updating all the credit counts. And these students, it's a beautiful thing to watch them chip away and get closer to graduation. Every semester we do this, and that's typically all that they need from us. But I do want to let you know, we've got services there for you, accommodations, all the offices on campus available to you. You're supported when you need it. You're just typically pretty self-sufficient.
Okay, next I'm going to speak about the admissions requirements. So the first thing you have to do is submit an application, and you can do that on our online site. The website's presented up on the slide. We do have a role in admissions, and if you have high school transcripts, or if you earned a GED, you will need to submit a GED certificate and high school transcripts if one is available. And they have to be official. So that means that the high school have to send it to us electronically or mail it to us. A lot of schools do it electronically now. Same thing with official transcripts. If you have attended different schools, say if you went to BCC, you have transfer credits from another school prior to that, we will need all your official transcripts sent to us via, usually via email. We use parchment. That's usually what the colleges use, and it gets submitted right into your application once you request it. And we also use Clearinghouse as well. And in the application, you would need a personal statement. It's required for students who are transferring less than 13 college credits. Just to say, why do you think you're ready to attend college now, since you had left the college prior to that? And then in international students, you need, depending on what country you're coming from, you would need an English-based test. We take TOEFL, Duolingo, or IELTS. Those are the 3 tests we take. And all your transcripts, if you have transfer credits, we need the CED or WES evaluation of those transcripts sent to us. And usually CED and WES will send us something. They usually send it via email or they'll mail it to us. The way the enrollment process works is you apply online first, submit all your documents, admission documents. Once it's completed, you will be sent a letter from us via email of the decision they rendered. And from there, if you are admitted, you must submit an intent to enroll form. So that's found in your application. And you have to just basically go in there and say, yes, you are attending, or no, you're not attending. If you are attending and you accept that offer, the next thing would be scheduling an academic advisor appointment with your advisor. And then they would go over the registering you for classes, and tuition is not due at the time of registration for courses. and I can help you through the process. If you're not sure where to go to apply or what you need, you can feel free to contact me or my coworker, Tracy Souza, who is the other enrollment specialist here. Tuition for online. It's per credit. So if you look at the tuition, it's between 456 to 497 per credit. Usually our credits are 3 credits, so you would have to divide times that by 3, and that will be for one class, your tuition. There is a technology fee, as you can see, a library access fee, a college fee, and one-time registration fee. So when you apply for a program, our undergraduate program, you would have to pay a $30 fee. The next thing I get asked a lot is financing your education. So if you're thinking of applying with us, I would suggest that you fill out your FAFSA form with the financial aid office. There are payment plans you can do. There's veteran educational benefits. There's also employer tuition reimbursement benefits. You would have to check with your employer because a lot of employers will pay for your college, but you just have to check with them what they would cover and what they won't cover. And then next we have a Ryan Reese Scholarship for online undergraduate students. And I'm going to turn it over to Shannon to discuss further about this.
So I think this is neat because Ryan Reeves was an online student, got his degree from us from UMass Dartmouth and left us too early. But they established a scholarship in his name. And again, going back to kind of how we started off the presentation about how we're good at what we do, I think this speaks to that. And so we have a nice scholarship available just for online students. It's got some requirements. One, you just have to complete 15 credits here. So some students will do that in one semester. For some students, it might take 2, sometimes 3 semesters. But let's say you complete 15 credits here, you've got a 3.2 GPA. So that's substantial. That's not easy to do. But remember, we're going to send out emails to all of our online students. This, I think, if you're thinking about coming here, just know that I pull a 3.2, I earn 15 credits here. I'm eligible for the Ryan Reeves Scholarship. And the director and I, we sent out the letters this past semester, and it's really nice to send out letters to students telling them they're getting some money toward their education. And again, a 3.2 is not easy, but maybe just keep that in the back of your mind as you're applying here and thinking about studying history and women's and gender studies. I earn 15 credits. I get a 3.2. I'm ready for some scholarship money. So just keep that in mind.
Another way you can finance your education, we have a corporate partnership, which pays 10% of your tuition credit. If you work for South Coast Health, Mass General Brigham, or Amazon. Another way you can finance your education is Success by Degree. That offers you 15% tuition credit. What that means is you must graduate from a Massachusetts community college with a GPA of a 3.0 or higher. You must matriculate and enroll with UMass Dartmouth online and continuing education within 2 years of earning your associate's degree. I do want to say that you can't have both. So if you work at South Coast and you also qualify for the Success by Degree, you can do one or the other. I know if you meet the Success by Degree, that's a 15% tuition credit. That's probably the one you want to go with if you work at one of the corporate partnerships. We have some helpful resources. Our main office, online and continuing education, that is our email address, our phone number, and we also have Student Service Center. That's the place you would contact if you have problems registering for classes or there's something wrong with your registration. They do use a online ticket system to contact them. So if you go in into that website, there's an online ticket system. Just type in what you need and they'll get back to you. Same thing with financial aid. They also work on a ticket system and a representative will get back to you. And like I spoke about before, the Veterans Affairs, if you're a veteran, you want to know what benefits you qualify for, that is the website you want to go to and the phone number. And at this time, I will go over any questions you might have in the chat. And if you want to keep in touch with us, there's my coworker, Tracy Souza, who is also the enrollment specialist here on the online continuing education, and myself. And also you have student support, Shannon Scott, with his email and phone number. I'll keep this screen up so you can see, but let me see what's in the chat. If you have any questions, this is the time to ask questions in the chat. Yes. Okay, I am currently an online student at Massasoit Community College, looking to transfer to UMD online at completion of my associate's degree through the Mass Transfer Commonwealth Commitment Program. According to the UMD website, Mass Transfer is available for transfer students entering traditional undergraduate programs, but is not available for students online and continuing education undergraduate programs. Can you confirm this and explain why this is the case?
So that's our success by degrees.
Okay.
Yep. The traditional, when they say traditional, they mean day programs. And so we have our success by degrees.
Okay. How long is the normal time frame for submission of the application to acceptance? As soon as you submit everything in to your application and it's complete, you will render a decision within that week. It's fairly quickly that we render a decision. It's a fast turnaround. Does anyone else have any other questions? Okay, if no one has any other questions, I'm going to ask you to please hold on. Do not get out yet. I'm going to send you the application fee waiver. So let me go ahead and stop recording and I'll do that right now for you.